Hey, my name is Chris with Drouin Video, and today we are talking about how to keep your Atomos Ninja 5, or V, if you will, from stuttering in the recording. But before we get started, go ahead and give us a like, subscribe if you haven't, and go ahead and share it with a friend. Also, if you're wanting to check out and perhaps purchase any of the gear that I'm using or that you see here, I have all the Amazon affiliate links down in the description. So just the other day I was working on, some client work and noticed that my footage was kind of stuttering while I was going through. Not always, just at random times. And so I'm scouring the internet, trying to find out what's going on. Not really finding a whole lot of anything, but eventually I found out what the issue was. See, when the camera for the output is saying auto instead of having 4K or 1080 for the output, it doesn't always, well, at least I don't think it ever actually puts over your frame rate correctly. So the Ninja V is saying that it's 60 frames per second, even though you're outputting something different. For me, it's normally, if I'm doing B-roll, then yes, it's 60. But if I'm doing A-roll or, talking heads, interview, it's in 24. And so the issue is that for some reason the Ninja is staying in 60 frames per second, even though the camera is set up to record in 24 frames per second. You don't notice that problem as much for most things because a lot of people just go ahead and use 60 or they use 30, which is, half of 60. So you won't notice it jittering because it doesn't really have an issue with it. So let me go ahead and show you how I fixed it. Now this is on my Sony FX30, but before I had these, I had Canon EOS Rs, and it appeared to have done the same issue, and I'm not sure why I never bothered to figure out exactly why that was, but let me show you on this. And you can see here that this is at 24 frames per second. So we go ahead and come up to the Ninja and hit this thing so that we can see all the different stuff on there. Go ahead and hit record. See how right there it says 59.94, so 60 frames per second, even though over here it's telling us 24. So let us go ahead and go into this camera, hit menu, and you'll have the menu here. You want to go all the way down to the briefcase looking doodad thing. And then make your way down. It will be, make your way on down. It will be number 12, I believe. Yeah, number 12, external output. Hit OK. Now it'll bring you to where it says HDMI resolution, HDMI output settings, HDMI info display, control for HDMI. Now go ahead and go down one, the output settings, and you have record media for HDMI output is on, okay, and then right under it says output resolution auto. Now you see auto, and then you have the 4K, the 1080p, and then 1080i. Let us go ahead and we will choose 4K. See how that just switched up here? And now it's 23.98. So now it's at 24 frames per second. It will no longer jitter in the recording for you. And if you want to go down to 1080. You do the same thing, and then you hit on 1080 and changes. Change there. And then we put it back on auto, and it will go back to 60. So the best way to keep it from going is leave it on 4K. Unless you want to do 1080, then do the same thing and go to 1080. All right, now that we know how to make the recording from the Ninja 5 not stutter, go ahead and give us a like. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and share with a friend. And you have a good day. Bye.